Okay, so the University of York, in partnership with Screen Yorkshire and the British Film Institute, have been awarded £5.5 million from the Arts and Humanities Research Council to develop a creative cluster around the screen industries, and particularly how the screen industries respond to the challenge of storytelling in the age of interactivity and immersive technology. So our project's called Creative Media Labs, and it's all about storytelling and all about how digital technology challenges and brings new opportunities for telling new stories in new ways. It's a huge win for the city. It's a huge win. I have to say, we spent a long time working on understanding the challenge that has been set to us by the Arts and Humanities Research Council in terms of understanding what our creative cluster is about, and the creative cluster is the creative cluster in Yorkshire around the screen industries, which has been developed for a long period of time by Screen Yorkshire and supported by the British Film Institute. So we had to understand our creative cluster in Yorkshire. We had to understand what the creative industries were about in the city of York, which of course is what this evening's all about as we develop the creative industries strategy for the city of York. And it was also understanding what we offer as an institution at the University of York and how we can join all these things up to tell a really strong story about what we offer the screen industries in Yorkshire, where there's so much fantastic, interesting, creative work being done, so much fantastic research being done in the area. What opportunities are there when we join these two things up to enable the creative screen industries to do new things and to generate new content based on all this exciting technology that's coming out of universities and research departments and big tech companies all the time now.
And could this make York a world leader in this sort of technology?
Well, I would suggest, first of all, that York already is a world leader in telling this story, and it's not really about the technology, because there are great companies that do this technology much better than maybe York does, and you're holding one such device in your hand by a company that we all know very well, I'm sure. But what it's really about, and what the creative industries in the UK are about, as I've been learning, is not necessarily the hardware and the software, although we do that really well in certain areas, but it's really about the content that we generate and the stories that we tell with that technology. So, the UK is known for the fantastic stories that we tell in all sorts of different walks of life in the creative industries, and so it really is about generating new content now that we have these technology companies saying, look at this new device, look at what we can do on a phone, look at what we can do in a VR headset, look at what we can do when we think about 360-degree images, look at what we do when we start to consume our media using things like Netflix rather than sitting around the television and watching things on scheduled programming. All of this is changing how we consume stories, and so we need to respond to that in the best way that we know how in the UK, which is about telling great stories in great new ways using this technology.